Hello everyone, my name is Anup Poddar. So today we are going to discuss about unit number 5, the memory system, lecture number 39. Now the content that we are going to discuss in this video is read-only memories, that is ROM. Now non-volatile memory is used extensively in embedded systems. So in the embedded systems, in the ONEs or any other embedded systems, most of the embedded system uses ROM memory, that is a non-volatile memory. Such systems typically do not use disk storage devices. So in ROM we don't use any disk storage device, that is in embedded systems there are no disk space or any other storage devices. Mostly they will be using read-only memories. Their programs are stored in non-volatile semiconductor memory devices. Now different types of non-volatile memory have been developed. So not only ROM, there are other types of non-volatile memories also. A special writing process is needed to place the information into the memory. Now its normal operation involves only reading of stored data. Now ROM is only used for purpose of reading of stored data. Whatever the data that gets stored in the ROM, that data can only be read. We can't write any data into the ROM, so it's called as read-only memory. So a memory of this type is called as a read-only memory. So we can only read from that memory, we can't write into that memory. Now here you can see a diagram here. A logic 0 is stored in the cell if the transistor is connected to the ground at point P. So this is the example, this is a diagram of a ROM device. So here logic value 0 is stored in the cell. So it is the structure of a cell. So if the transistor, suppose if the transistor is connected to ground, there is no connection given to the battery, then a 0 value will be stored in the cell. Otherwise, if it is connected to the power supply, a 1 value will be stored. Now when you see the bit line, it is connected to through a register to the power supply. Now to read the state of a cell, the word line will be activated. So word line will be responsible for getting the state of the cell, whether it is 0 or 1. Thus the transistor switch is closed and the voltage on a bit line drops to near 0. Now suppose in the transistor is closed, then voltage you can see on the bit line, it is nearing to 0. That is the connection between transistor, there is a connection between transistor and the ground. So if the transistor is connected to the ground, it will be 0. If there is no connection to the ground, now if the transistor is not connected to the ground, then bit remains at the high voltage, that is 1. A sense circuit at the end of the bit line indicates a proper output value. So always there will be a sense circuit at the end of the bit line. So it will be responsible for giving the output value. Data will be written into the ROM when it is manufactured. Now in this lecture we have studied about the working of read-only memories. Thank you.